I don't normally do ranting videos, which is a bit weird for me, but today I have to go over something that's happened in the world of the Premier League. So it was yesterday, I believe. Was it yesterday? It was 2 days ago, and there was 2 games going on. So you had Man City 3, Arsenal 0, but you had Villa 0, Sheffield United 0, and that's the game I'm going to be going over. So basically, it was just before half time, and Sheffield United had a free kick, and they whipped it in, and the goalkeeper thinks he's caught it, but he trumbles it into his own net, and he falls over in a way, and he slips, and he bumps into one of his players, and it goes into the back of the net, which is completely fine. All Sheffield United players are celebrating, but the referee's whistle didn't go off. And that's a bit frustrating because I was watching on Sky Sports, and you could easily see where the line was, that the keeper was way in the net, and that is the topic today because that is unacceptable in the Premier League. First of all, I want to go on to the linesman. First of all, he is stood on the line, and the goal is here. He's on the line there. Back in the day, you were allowed, and I think he's still allowed now, definitely on penalties, the linesman can walk round the side in next to the net. That's what I want them to do. That's what I think should happen, because that is unbelievable. How that was like, it was unbelievable, because how he can notice that is unacceptable in a way. And the second thing is that after the game, Hawkeye came out, aka the goal line technology, and they said they're sorry, and that there were 7 cameras which didn't catch it. And that's the thing that gets me really, really frustrated, because you have 7 cameras which doesn't get it, but Sky Sports with 1 or 2 cameras can easily see it goes over the line. Now, to me, I think that's just an excuse because they know that they went wrong. But it's unacceptable because they can't see it because they said the players were in the way. Like, come on now, you must have a camera where Sky Sports were, or the other side of the goal where you can see it. It's actually frustrating though, because I can tell you now it's going to happen more times, and they're just going to be let off the hook like that, and it's unacceptable today. The next thing is that I can't really blame Michael Oliver, the referee, because he's just going from the technology. But the thing that does annoy me is VAR, and that can probably be a topic for a separate video because that could take me almost 20 minutes to talk about. But you're saying that VAR were allowed to go over the decision, but because the watch didn't go off, they decided not to? Like, come on now, seriously? It's literally like, oh my gosh, it's literally like it happened to Sheffield United before. John Lundstrom, I think it was against Tottenham, he had his toenail offside, pretty much, his toe offside. And they scored from it, and they had to go back and check if he was onside. Why can't they do that? If it doesn't go off, but every player knows it's gone in. Jack Grealish came out after the game and was like, yeah, I knew that went in, but I wanted to just tell them that it didn't because we got left off the hook. Like, Dean Smith, the Aston Villa manager, he was like, oh yeah, we knew. I had a feeling that it went in, but I wasn't 100% sure. We had to look at the officials. Come on now. Oliver Norwood, he came out as well. They all came out about it, and they were all like, we knew it went in. We were all celebrating, but they just... If the players are celebrating, everybody's gone off to celebrate, and the Aston Villa players have got their head down, and the goalkeeper's face shows you that it goes in. You must know something's happened. And he's just like this. No, the watch didn't go off. But it's going to happen again. It's going to be happening so many times. But VAR had the chance to step in and they didn't. But then again, if you score, then they go back all the way to the start of it for either a handball, offside, anything like that. But because players are celebrating, they aren't going to look back at it. Like, come on now, seriously? That just makes no utter sense. It blows my mind that this is happening in 2020. We were told that when VAR came in, that we would have, we would have good technology to work the league, but clearly not. And people might say that, oh, you're from the Championship, you might not even know what it is. I do know, actually, because I went in Jose Gomez's one of his first games in charge. I think it was like his second or third game. We went to Old Trafford, which I was there, and we had to have VAR, and it was a massive struggle because they said that they would fix it and that the league would be much better, but it's not. If not, I actually think with VAR it's got worse, because it's like you've got with Reading, when we went to Old Trafford, you had Juan Mata and he went through. Omar Richards tackled him. They thought it was a good tackle, and then Fred scored, but he was offside. So they went back to check if it was offside, which took about 30 seconds. And then a minute and 30 seconds later, they're still looking in case it was a foul or not. Like, that takes it shouldn't even take them 20 seconds. It should just be a quick look, be like, oh, yeah, they've been tackled, or go back over it. But it's just... And they've changed the rule now that from next season, over, I think it's like 2 millimetres or 2 metres, you'd be onside. But it's just like... It's crazy, because I just remember going back to the Leicester-Everton game where Everton lost in dying seconds from an Iheanacho goal. When he was offside, he came back onto an onside position and scored. He knew that he scored, and they put their flag up and they said he was offside, but he still celebrated and still scored, even though the referee's whistle went. So, and that managed, and they looked back, and it took them about 3 minutes to look back at every angle and check if he was onside, and in the end they managed to do it. Why can't they just do that with goal line technology? And they can't give the excuse anymore, oh, we thought they knew what they were doing, we thought that it wasn't over the line. You could see it from miles away. The worst thing of all is what came out at half time. And it's unbelievable what they came out with. Apparently, in the first half, the goal line technology wasn't working and it wasn't switched on. Like, isn't that one of the essential things when you're thinking of a game? You're like, okay, so we've got the balls, we've got that, we've made sure the net's not got any holes in it. You don't check for the goal line technology to be working. It's just unbelievable that that's still happening. So apparently the watch wasn't working whatsoever. So, oh my God, it's just it's weird to think about that's going on now. When we were told that with VAR and goal line technology that the league would be much different and everything like that. Yeah, they are right, it's different, but not in the way that they thought it would be. It's actually unbelievable though, because I'm sorry for saying unbelievable and unacceptable all the time, but it really is. How can they really just do that? Sheffield United have been robbed from 3 points there. Aston Villa, they all knew it went in, and that they knew it went in and everything like that. And I've just thought, I'd keep on thinking about it in different perspectives. So if it was Sheffield United like it was, that could be their chance of missing out on top four by a few points. If they won that game, they might have got into the top four or the top six. If they don't get Europa League football, they will look back at that chance and think, that is why we weren't able to get into the Europa League. And with Aston Villa, if that happened to them, that could have been their chance of survival by a point. They might have gone down by a point. And if that had gone in, then they would have stayed up. Just thinking about it in different ways. And I bet you now that if that happened to Liverpool or a bigger game, like, I know it's a big game because one team's going for Europa League and Champions League football and the other's trying to survive. But what if that happened to United, Chelsea, Wolves, people like that, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool? That the world would go absolutely crazy over it. But just, I cannot believe it. The way how that's happened. As soon as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, that's gone in. That's surely gone in. And then it's like the watch didn't go off. I'm like, I'm sure that went in. And then you can see that it does, but they're like, no, it didn't. And then at half time they looked over it, and the referee spoke to Chris Wilder, and he was absolutely fuming. And he came out afterwards and was like, what was it he said? He was like, I'm just very frustrated over it, as we know that was in, and that's costed us the game, which he's completely right, and he has the right to say that, because I think although people might what's the word? No, that's it. So the referees and the VAR is to blame again. And it's not the first time this has happened. This has happened so many times over the last 18 months. So here we have the statement what Hawkeye, the goal line technology people, have put out. So I've got it right here. So it says, during the first half of Aston Villa versus Sheffield United match at Villa Park, there was a goal line incident where the ball was carried over the line by Aston Villa goalkeeper number 25, Nyland. The match officials did not receive a signal to the watch nor earpiece, as per the goal decision system GDS protocol. So that shows that they didn't actually get anything. There we go, this is what I'm on about. The 7 cameras located in the ground around the goal area were significantly occluded by the goalkeeper, defender or goalpost. That is some It's unbelievable. So they were saying that the goalkeeper, defender and goalpost were blocking it. That is unbelievable. So let's just carry on and I'll read some replies to this. And yeah. Where is that? The level of occlusion has never been seen before in over 9,000 matches that the Hawkeye goal line technology system has been in operation. The system was tested and proved functional prior to the match of the start of the match in accordance with the IFAB laws of the game and confirmed as working by match officials. The system has remained functional throughout. Hawkeye unreservedly apologises to the Premier League, Sheffield United and everyone affected by this incident. I think you should make I like how you've made an apology, but I think you mean you're apologising to every single person that was watching the game, because that is shocking. I could literally go on about this all day. But anyway, I think I'll just end it there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.